Exploded now. The formula for Real Madrid to sign Tottenham superstar. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Before we dive into this update, be sure to press that subscribe button and keep up with all the latest news. Real Madrid's interest in Tottenham right-back Pedro Porro has been a hot topic in recent weeks, with several reports suggesting that the Spanish giants are keen to secure his services. However, to turn this interest into reality, Los Blancos will need to formulate a strategy that could see them part with over £60 million to convince Tottenham to part ways with their star defender. Pedro Porro has emerged as one of the most exciting talents in the Premier League since his arrival from Sporting Lisbon 2 years ago. His ability to contribute to both ends of the pitch aligns perfectly with Carlo Ancelotti's high-tempo playing style, making him a desirable target for the Madrid coach. Recent reports indicate that Tottenham are not actively looking to sell Porro. Instead, the club is keen on retaining his services, particularly with Jed Spence now tied to a new contract, which strengthens their defensive options. To win over the Tottenham board, Real Madrid should think about starting with an offer of over £60 million. This kind of bid would not only show they mean business, but also likely align with Tottenham's financial goals, giving them a chance to make a healthy profit. This approach could entice Spurs to reconsider their stance on Porro, particularly if they believe they can reinvest the funds effectively into other areas of the squad. While the prospect of losing Porro is not one Tottenham is entertaining, the reality is that in football, significant offers can often lead to unexpected outcomes. If Real Madrid can frame their offer as a win-win scenario for both clubs, it may make the decision easier for Spurs. The potential for a transfer fee that exceeds £60 million could open the door for negotiations, even if Tottenham remains committed to keeping their superstar. Spurs defender Radu Dragusin has struggled for regular games this season. The Romanian centre-back joined Spurs from Genoa in the winter transfer window for a fee of around £26 million, but has failed to make a strong impact so far. According to a report from Sunday Mirror, Dragusin is being chased by several clubs in Italy, including Napoli. The Serie A giants are closely monitoring the 22-year-old centre-back, who was sent off after just 7 minutes in the 3-0 Europa League win against Qarabag last month. However, Dragusin is not looking to leave the club at the moment, irrespective of his situation. He will not push to leave the club in January and will stay calm for opportunities. Even if he remains out of the side, the defender is not expected to look for an exit during the middle of the season. At the moment, it looks really difficult for him to break into the starting lineup, but Ange Postecoglou must use him regularly in cup games. Managers usually do not want to break their first-choice defensive partnerships, so Dragusin will have to wait for his chances. Both Van de Ven and Romero are doing an excellent job for the club at the moment, and Postecoglou does not need to break that partnership. He will get opportunities, and when presented, he needs to grab them with both hands. Tottenham are keen on signing Jamie Gittens. According to a report from CaughtOffside, the North London club are pursuing a move for the 20-year-old English attacker after positive reports from their scouts. Tottenham have been monitoring his progress for a while, and it will be interesting to see if they come forward with an official offer to sign the player. They will face competition from North London rivals Arsenal as well. The Gunners have been monitoring the young winger as well. It will be interesting to see where he ends up. Bino Gittens is highly rated across Europe, and he has a bright future ahead of himself. He could develop into a top player with the right guidance. Spurs could use more cutting edge in the final third, and the 20-year-old will add pace, flair and goals to the side. He has already established himself as a key player for Dortmund in the Bundesliga, and he has the ability to shine in the Premier League as well. It will be interesting to see if Tottenham can beat Arsenal to his signature. The attacker is valued at £50 million, and it will be interesting to see if Tottenham are ready to break the bank for him. Dortmund are ready to sell him if the asking price is met. Meanwhile, Arsenal need more attacking depth as well. They need a versatile forward who will allow them to rotate players like Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli more often. The 20-year-old winger could prove to be the ideal long-term investment for them. However, the asking price is quite high for a player who might not be a regular starter for either club. It remains to be seen whether Tottenham or Arsenal are ready to pay up. They will probably hope to sign the talented young winger for a more reasonable price. Antoine Semenyo continues to be linked with a move away from Bournemouth. The 24-year-old Ghanaian winger has impressed with his performances in the Premier League, and he has scored 12 goals for the Cherries since joining them in 2023. His performances have attracted the attention of Arsenal, Tottenham and Newcastle. According to Football Insider, the player is flattered with the links to Tottenham, and he would be open to joining them. Tottenham recently signed Dominic Solanke from Bournemouth, and it will be interesting to see if they can use their connections at the South Coast club and sign Semenyo as well. The 24-year-old wants to join a club competing in European football, and he would be open to other top 6 teams as well. It will be interesting to see if Tottenham follow up on their interest with an official offer to sign the player. The fact that the winger is open to the move will be a huge boost for the North London club. However, they should look to act quickly if they are serious about signing him. Newcastle and Arsenal have the resources to sign the player as well, and they could use someone with his skill set. The 24-year-old is capable of operating anywhere across the front three, and he will add goals and creativity to the side. He could be a quality alternative to Richarlison, who has been quite underwhelming for Tottenham. If the Brazilian is sold in the coming months, the Bournemouth star could be a quality replacement. With that said, he is unlikely to be a cheap acquisition. The Cherries are under no pressure to sell him, and they could easily demand a premium. It will be interesting to see if Tottenham are willing to pay up. Meanwhile, Mikel Arteta needs more depth in his attacking unit as well, so that he can rotate his key players and keep them fresh. Arsenal will be hoping to do well across multiple competitions, and Semenyo could be a very useful option for them. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with all things Tottenham, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications on our latest content. Don't forget to like this video and share it with fellow Spurs supporters. Let's grow our Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs.